Hello, hello. Hi, Sheen. How are you today? Pardon me while I nom nom on croissant. It is very flaky. I'm tired today too. That seems to be kind of the vibe for everybody lately. Ooh, what's Ravaco at? I can't. Hi, Gabriel. How are you today? Okay, so I have no numpad anymore for right now. I need to go get a new keyboard. So, funny story about how I literally dumped. Cow! Thank you so much for that. 23 months. Yo, that's crazy. But yeah, funny story about how I dumped literally an entire cup of tea into my keyboard and fried it. So now I gotta go get a new keyboard. Wow, thank you for that 23 months. Yo, that's almost 2 years. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on, I'm gonna do this before I forget, because I have it on my to-do list. Hold on. What? There. Okay, hold on. I gotta check some shit. I'm fine. I was rolling dice for the sprint. Yep. I always roll random dice to determine how long we sprint for these writing sprints. I roll a d20, a d4, and a d8. I called people mini yogurts. That's so funny. Let me think. Honestly, I feel like my funny thing was mostly just that I was, like, way overeducated for a child, typically. And so, like, I just said things that were, like, very adult and very strange. In the sense that, they, should not come out of a child's mouth. So, mostly weird shit like that, I would say. It's hard for me to think of, like, anything specifically. Like, I did not have, like, a child catchphrase. Although, that would be really funny. Last night I did typing, got to chapter 3, 30 pages, very nice. That sounds like a lot of progress. That's awesome. Tycho, what the fuck? I know, so stupid, Cal. My headphone cord got wrapped around my teacup, and when I turned to get out of my chair, it pulled the entire thing over. Oops, sorry. It turned the entire thing over, and then just immediately dumped we're talking like 16 ounces of tea into the thing. Okay. Okay, but like... There we go. Okay, I resubbed to you as well. I'm almost to 6 months over there. Almost. I have the sad little 3-month hat. But I do have the founders on yours, Cal. That's so much tea. It was so much tea. It was really bad. And sometimes with mechanical keyboards, you can fix them by opening them back up and pulling all the keycaps off and wiping them down. But when I say that I flipped my keyboard upside down and an entire deluge came out onto my desk, it did. It was really bad. Hydrate. I will. Today I'm drinking a lemon ginger matcha with cucumber and mint. I'm glad that the water's killing you less. That's wild. Sometimes that water be funky. Yeah, weird mineral runoff. So that means that you would not probably like Wu Yi Da Hong Pao, I think is the tea. Yeah, Wu Yi Da Hong Pao. Wu Yi Da Hong Pao is a specific like breed of plant, or it's the tea plant for oolong tea, but it's grown in clay, so the tea itself tastes like clay. And I love it to death. This is actually my favorite oolong. I'm so sorry. Apparently this is the anime character version of Wu Yi Da Hong Pao. Spending my days napping leisurely in the mountains, occasionally seeing an old friend. That's a perfect world. I can't. That's funny. And he's a... This is from a game. This is brilliant. I'm like, which game is this? Food Fantasy. What is this? What are you? Food Fantasy. Okay, well, not me downloading this game immediately. I'm assuming it's a gacha game. That's so stupid. Okay, I'm getting out of there. I never have played that game. Alright. Well, I don't know about y'all, but if you want to start a sprint, we can start a sprint. I'm going to be working on writing that Urian giveaway short story that everybody gets for free as a thank you for helping fund the honeymoon. So, I'm going to be working on that, and then hopefully you all are productive as well, and we can get some work done. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we will reconvene in 21 minutes. So, good luck. Alrighty. That's the first sprint done. How did everybody do? Hi, Superstar. How is everyone? I got 906 words. Darius almost died this day, but he did not. But he did not. Lucky him. You are slowly making a tac-tac. How is that going for you? Almost done. The dude will just have to film it. Look at that. I am trying to figure out... I feel like this short story may be low-key kind of boring, but it provides interesting backstory at least. Ugh, I'm dying. Alright. Jason and I are gonna go get hand pies today. I don't know, we should probably eat leftovers. I'm gonna see what he wants to do. We shall see. I got an even 10. An even 10 minutes. If y'all want to just get launched into this next sprint, we can do that. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. This one's a short sprint anyway. So let's go ahead and jump back in. Unless y'all have anything to talk to me about. I'm just going to go ahead and throw myself back into this writing here. So let's be productive for another 10 minutes and then I will come right back. Okay, that was the tiniest sprint of all fucking time, truly. Hopefully, y'all made some progress. I now am at 1,400 words. I think this little short story is probably going to be shorter than 5,000 words. I just don't know what I could possibly, like, shove in here, but we'll see. It's not a bad thing, necessarily. Honestly, it makes me feel like I should write a third short story for Astrid, too, and then release them all as, like, a collection, because that would be pretty fucking cool. Like a little prequel collection. And it went under review for some reason. Fuck if I know. TikTok is wild. I've never had that happen to me for any of my posts. I'm sorry that you're cursed. Maybe it was your caption. Thank you for feeding the cat. I'm sure he's very happy. Also, if you want this chocolate croissant, I got the last couple of bites for you here. I am getting about 1 million emails. Let's see, I gotta log my food. Sure. Bruh, I don't know. I don't know either. Also, I'm excited for us to get a sewing machine so that way we can finish all those sewing projects before we move. I gotta crochet like a bitch so I can get through that yarn. I'm not allowed to, like, slack anymore. I need to try and convince people to buy my fine art. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to make people do it. I don't think I've gotten any hits for the one taco that I posted on Facebook Marketplace, and now I'm like, where the fuck do I sell this shit? Or do I just discount it so heavily? I'm like, I wish I didn't have to do that because I don't want to discount my work, you know, because it's like I worked really hard on it and materials cost fucking money. But people don't have money for fine art in the middle of a recession where eggs cost fucking $18, so I guess I could just hold on to it, and maybe I'll just leave it with my mom and just be like, hey, you know, if this fucking shit sells, it sells. $18 what? 18 whole dollars? What? I'm so confused. Inspiration. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know who I am anymore. Nothing at all. Comes. Oh, yeah. No, fucking eggs are crazy right now. As of right now, you can get a dozen eggs that are the standard inorganic regular ass eggs at the least expensive. So in the least expensive state, the least expensive place to buy eggs in the United States, let's see, hold on, is gonna be like West Virginia. So in West Virginia, a single dozen of eggs right now is $5. But if you were, for example, living in Colorado, where our cost of food is higher, it is $10. So that's almost $5 more for a dozen eggs. Then, if you add on the fact that you maybe want to have organic eggs, or farm fresh eggs, or you need to get 18 eggs, or 2 dozen eggs, then all of a sudden you're, I shit you not, paying $18 for eggs. Yeah. Yep. 18 USD for fucking eggs. Because, yeah, a standard dozen eggs of the organic stuff is already $8. So that brings that up to like $15 to $18 with tax. For 18 eggs. So you're, I shit you not, paying $1 an egg. Yeah. No, our economy's fucking cooked. Like, we're talking like it's so bad right now, Cal. If I go into Whole Foods right now, there are no eggs on the shelf. If I go into Target, there are no eggs on the shelf. And part of it is a sourcing issue, but part of it is like when eggs do pop up, people buy them so quickly because everybody is out of eggs. And then they're paying $18 for eggs. Because then what happens is the cheapest eggs go first. And so that's like the $8 eggs. Those guys will go because everyone's like, well, fuck it, I'm not spending $18 on eggs. So then by the time that if you do get eggs at the very end of it all, you're either paying $10 to $15 for eggs effectively. So yeah, point being, when eggs are the fucking, like, I have a painting that's $25 or eggs are $18, right? And people are gonna fucking buy eggs. Right, they're not going to spend money on my fine art, so I have to try and figure out what I want to do with it. I just don't know how to get rid of them. Yeah, we're legit low-key dying. Oh, it's time to feed that fucking Snorlax. Yes! Savage Obsession's going onto the content board. The next meeting is on the March 27th, so I have to wait for 10 days, but I fucking... Yes! Okay, fuck yeah. Go, go, Weewoofs, go! Yeah, that's $25.76 for you. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's really bad. I need to finish uploading all of my artwork to Facebook Marketplace and just seeing what it does. Because I haven't really, I haven't gotten any... I'm assuming people direct message... I don't know how the fuck Facebook Marketplace works, so I'm assuming people direct message if they're interested in what you have. Okay, unfortunately... Yeah, no Facebook messages, yeah. So I'm assuming that that's how that works. Yeah, eggs are $5.99. Yeah, it's almost like the US is actually actively collapsing. The cost of eggs, I literally got one of my, okay, so for context, I made a Blue Sky post the other day. I was like, I actually ate eggs for breakfast. Who am I? Because I fucking hate eggs, really, for the most part, right? And this account that was like, my eggs is literally the title of the account, liked the post, and I was looking at their fucking Blue Sky account, and their whole account is tracking the cost of eggs since Donald Trump took office. And the cost of eggs here in the United States, despite the fact that one of his big campaign points was to bring down the price of eggs, has gone up 106% since he took office. So was the egg problem existent before he decided to take office? Yes. Has it gotten better? Absolutely the fuck not. So now we're about to start to get into the eat the rich. Well, we've been in eat the rich mode over here. It's really not great.
Mr. Man, I'm trying to fucking work and you're being so sweet and so cute.
Yeah, I would do a bunch of different shit for $5.99 eggs. That'd be pretty fucking sweet. That's pretty much, I think, the trend everywhere else. Is that it's very cheap everywhere but here.
Oh my god, Mr. Man.
What if I was gonna, on my next sprint, get up and go and take a break and go to the bathroom, and now you're laying on me because you're so cute? Okay, well, guess I don't get to pee, guys. Mr. Man's too cute. My pee right has been revoked.
He's so sweet.
I can't even be mad. Alright, well, I'm gonna go into another sprint, so I'm just gonna keep trying to write through this fucking thing, and then, I will see you. Yeah, no pee-pee for me. Yeah, I guess not. I'll see you all in like 17 minutes. All right, that's another sprint down. How did everyone do? Oh, nice. We had a pretty big protest victory here in Colorado. I won't say anything about it, but it's not necessarily like the biggest win, but it's still a win, so I'll take it. Made another cup of decaf, looking for a TikTok audio to use. Honestly, what I do is I just follow a bunch of silly people, and then I send all of those audios to myself or to friends, and then save them for later. So if you ever see silly shit that you're, or like add them to your favorites, I guess that would be a more efficient way to do it. I'm just a weenie, and I have like 2 accounts for whatever fucking reason. I got to, now I'm at 2,200 words for the short story. Compiling the decoration supplies list, very nice. Okay, so now that actually Tatsu let me up, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So hold on, I'll be right back. I have returned. All right. So let's go and get back to sprinting. If we want to. What kind of tea are you drinking today, Cal? Hydrate, I will. I've been drinking my matcha. It's so good. Ooh. God, I could listen to Aniko all fucking day. God, their voice is so beautiful. For as long as I have been alive, I've never felt at home. I wonder if the feeling is because I was never alone. I want to be wide open. Things that I've never seen before. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, it's teeny sprint. It's not around the dark creatures from dark halls. They whisper, Corinna, calm down. All right. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start this 11-minute sprint. And we're going to see if Darius eats this kid. Okay, here we go. Whee! Oh, whoops. Probably this sprint's been done for a fucking hot second. Alright, how did everybody do? I'm almost at 3,000 words, so while the short story is going to be shorter, it's not going to be, like, that short. So, it's going. It's happening. I'm gonna stretch. Ugh. This is definitely an interesting little encounter for sure. Also, it's really interesting writing shit from Urian's perspective because he views the world in an entirely different way than Darius does. Because Yura is so predictable, I feel like. Yura is like... I don't know. I think he's very sentimental, and that's what makes him so dramatic. But Urian, because he's so observational and so blunt... Yeah, it's just a different fucking thing. And then to have Urian's really pragmatic ass against Darius, who's just like, well, I guess if you fucking stab me right now, whoopsie-doo. And then he's just laying down and like, Urian's like, what the fuck do you mean? You're not gonna fight for your life right now. Like, you want me to stab you directly in the head? And Darius is like, please allow to me the sweet embrace of death. As he's just like laying down. It's like, like, what? Like, what do you mean? Hi, welcome back, Gabriel. Welcome back. Stretch. Everybody stretch. Nice stretch. Posture check. Don't be a shrimp. Don't do it. Don't do it. Sit up good and straight. We are about 3,000 words into this thing. Oh man, I hope Savage Obsession goes through. I'm gonna be thinking about that all day. Yep. Oh, Urian. Being able to actually write Avrena as well is also kind of exciting. She's not very present, but she's still there. I'm just gonna try and keep blasting through this. I'm just gonna keep blasting! I'm almost done with this thing, actually. I think I can probably finish this in one fell swoop, to be honest. And I started blasting. Yeah, true. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just get yeeted into another sprint then. So let's do a kind of a short one for 16 minutes, and then come on back. So I'll see you all on the other side of that. I'm just gonna keep kind of plugging. Tell me about what you're working on in the comments, though. I want to know, or in the chat. Let me know. Alright, that's it. How did everybody do? I'm almost done, I think. I am at 3,600 words, and I think after this next sprint, I'm probably going to be done with this story here. And then all I gotta do is do a quick proofread, and then I can release it to everybody. I'm stoked. Urian's dumb. He's fine. No, he's actually great. He just takes everything way too fucking seriously. I don't know if he knows the meaning of that phrase, dude. That is a big ask for Urian, my guy. I don't... It's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, I feel bad because I feel like partially it was what I love about because I read through King of Dust recently doing the audiobook recording and everything. And what I think is the most impressive is that from the beginning of the book he's just so fucking like I don't want to deal with everybody or anything. But then at the very fucking end of it, it's like, hold on. So instead of just, I guess, he goes from having this mentality even of like, okay, I'm gonna go sit on the wagon and y'all can deal with your own bitch shit yourself. I'm not dealing with that. To the end of it, it's, let me get Astra to the wagon, or let me help you to your feet, or hold on, I need to actually like double check this other person's wounds. And so it becomes... it's a very subtle difference, but it's enough of a difference that it's like, okay, he actually gives a shit. He doesn't, it's not like he's abandoned people. So I think at some point being around Darius that much, you lose a little bit of your sanity, I think. Okay. Let's see. All right, I did it. I made a TikTok. It's going into the drafts. I'll make more tomorrow. That sounds like a hell of a lot of work. I can't wait to see what you're working on, though. You should, when you do post it, just DM it to me so that I don't miss it and that the TikTok algorithm doesn't eat it so that I can share it and shit. But that's awesome. It sounds like you've been really productive. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do one last sprint because we have time for that, and then I'm gonna go get a fucking pasty from Pasty Paradise. Oh wow, we got like a 25-minute sprint right at the end of it. And actually, there's not even 25 minutes left on the sprint, so I just gotta max out our time. And probably I'll finish before this is even a thing. So, let's do one more massive sprint. And then, I will, come right back at the end of it and say goodbye to everybody. So, thanks for hanging out. And I will, let's get started at this last, stint of work. And I'll see you all soon. All right. I'm going to go ahead and call that sprint. Even though I finished early, I finished in 7 minutes. So, hooray, hooray. I am done with this short story now. I'm going to go get a little hand pie. It ended up being around 3,800 words, so it's a little shorter than the other one. But to be honest, I don't think that there's really much more content that I could put in here without getting overly descriptive. And I might go back through and, like... Because the problem that I have is that Urian doesn't really think about other people's descriptions very much, and so, like... Or what they look like. And so, with somebody like Yura, he's going to be looking at what clothes they're wearing and, like, how they sit, and, like... Those things are very important to him, but for Urian, it's like, that man has a face, and it's like, okay, great, thank you, and then there's not very much, like, introspection into that, or why that is what it is, so, it is what it is, and, that makes everything very short, and he's observing things that are not traditionally observed by people. He's not very poetic, he doesn't want to, like, describe things, you know, so Urian views the world in a very similar or fairly similar way to Sakita. Yeah, it's tough because, like, I don't know, not necessarily. I think Urian is more insight focused because he's like, what are you fucking thinking? And he's like, he's trying to watch other people's brains turn. Sakita is like, if you don't fucking tell me what you're doing in 15 seconds or less, I'm literally either A, going to ignore you, or B, shoot you. Like, I don't care. I actually don't think that Urian and Sakita would get along at all, because Sakita would find him he thinks too much. It's like, make a fucking decision. Like, you're taking all this time to gather as much information as possible when we have the minimum amount of information required to actually make a justified decision. So, algorithmically, mathematically, we can solve this problem right now, and you are overthinking it. Stop fucking wasting your time. And then Urian would be like, oh my god. Like, you're so fucking annoying, just do what I say, because I'm trying to keep a rein on the conversation here. And Sakita's like, nobody tells me what to do, I'm the highest ranking official in the area. And then Urian would be like, I want to shoot you directly into the sun. So, it would not be good. It would be very bad.
I meant more so in the way that they, like, observe their environments, and, like... Because, like, Sakita, when, like, you were writing him originally in Fatal Mechanisms before you went and did a big cut from things... It's very much like, here's all the detailed information on, like, how shit works.
Yeah, see, and I don't think Urian is really doing that, at least for me. I think he's more... He wants to understand chess. He's playing chess in his brain all the time.
Yeah, I guess it's more...
chess involves pawns, people.
It's
an insight check versus an intelligence check. Because not to say
wisdom versus intelligence.
Yes, it's not to say that Urian is a dumb person, because he's not. But he is taking into consideration more so the people in the situation, because that's what he works with. Hey, Lorenzo DeBoss, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. We were just coming up to the end of stream, I think. I finished writing a short story today, so I'm feeling fairly accomplished. How are you doing? Hopefully great. Yeah, I do these writing sprints every Tuesday, give or take. If anything is cool, but I do stream like 4 times a week. I mostly do like a lot of art. But yeah, we wrote like 38, I think I hit like 3,800, 3,855 words this stream, and yeah, it'll be good. Oh, thanks for that Discord drop, Cal. Yeah, if you want to hang out in our Discord, we have a bunch of writers in there, and we just kind of vibe. But, are you a writer, Lorenzo? Do you like to write as well? Long story short, Jace, I do think that confrontation would end up with Sakita killing Urian. No offense to Urian, I don't think he'd survive that encounter. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome, Lorenzo. Cool. Let us know what you like to write. We always like to hear about everybody's different projects in here, but I guess I'll briefly introduce myself. My name's Tycho, and I'm an author and a illustrator, a professional biz dev artist. And I've written all sorts of stuff I mostly write fantasy for all ages, and I've currently got 9 published titles out in the world right now. Some of them are free, some of them aren't. I got some short stories, although I'm thinking about... I should probably remove this because I'm thinking about reworking all of these things, but... yeah, I don't really do a lot of collaborative work, but definitely respect people who do. I love that. One of my favorite authors is they're a combo, a duo of authors that write under the pen name Harker McNair, which is really cool. So I know people who do that very well. But yeah, lots of fantasy. I'm currently mostly self-published, some traditionally published short stories, but I'm trying to get traditionally published right now via science fiction. So I don't normally write science fiction. I'm kind of hoping that this thing actually goes, but I've been in query hell since February 16th, and I'm like waiting for this fucking agent to get back to me. I'm like literally dying waiting for it. Nice fantasy, splatterpunk, extreme horror, and romance. That's awesome. Dope. Yeah, I don't really read a lot of horror, and when I do, it's normally like psychological horror. But that's awesome. Yeah, I've been trying to get more into romance myself. I currently am in the process of pitching a werewolf shifter romance, which I never, ever, ever thought I would write in my life, to the team over at the Wattpad Originals Publishing House. And that's currently, it's going to go up to their content board on the 27th? I hope so. So fingers crossed that I actually get a publishing deal out of that one. I would literally cry. That would be very cool. But it's been a challenge writing romance. And especially, because I normally write for mostly younger audiences, like this is middle grade, young adult, middle grade. So it's like, I tend to not write like for adults. It's like, weird. This is my only adult novel. Well, I guess Mirror Gaze is adult too, but it's very softcore adult. It's like very gentle. So it is what it is. So writing romance has been very weird. Romance forward. And then also too, I don't really like werewolf fiction, so I had to really scrub the insides of my brain to be like, all right, make these werewolves kiss, okay? Make it work. Oh, it's rough. Oh yeah, romance definitely not for kids. Yeah, I've been professionally publishing for, I guess it's like 8 years, almost 9 years now. God, wait, has it been 9 years? Hold on, wait a second. I can do math. No, it's been 8. Yeah, 8 years. Yeah, and I recognize romance, it sells very, very well, but that's definitely not my genre. I prefer speculative fiction. His what ends up where is true. Yeah, and some people really want it spicy. That's been kind of the debate that I've been having with this werewolf thing, is it's like, how spicy am I gonna make it? Because it's really difficult for me, for context, I'm like a demisexual person in general, so for me romance is like super slow burn, and so whenever I read romance and it's like, I've seen you for 15 seconds and we're gonna go make out in the bathroom and that shit's gonna get intense in there, I'm like, how is this happening to you? How does this work? And so that's like very alien for me. I don't really think that way, and so having to reframe my thinking, and I'm like, okay, pretend you like to do this. Pretend that you want to do this with random strangers. What happens? It's been really hard. Oh my god, Urian has advantage against death saving throws and then also has Finger of Death now that he's level 14. I can't. That's a dice issue there. That's what that becomes. I can't. Wow, interestingly, most romance readers are female readers between the ages of 20 and 35, I think. So they're period the biggest reading demographic out there. They read pretty much everything, but yeah, romance, it's a very oversaturated market to get into, but if you can find a good niche You can make a lot of money. I haven't really found a lot of romance novels that I really like. I think the only... Oh, hey! Thank you so much! Shingo! Thank you so much for that Ko-fi donation. I appreciate it. But yeah, like, I don't typically read it because it feels really forced, if that makes sense. So the challenge for me is going to be writing this romance in a way that's like, not only it feels sweet and believable, but also it doesn't feel like I'm just shoving it down people's throats. Does that make sense? I'm not trusting her with illustrations for this novel. I can't. Yeah, the covers of romance novels are spicy. They're so spicy. My favorite ones are from, like, the 80s with Fabio on it. Those are my favorite romance novel covers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. I love this. This pirate. Oh, yes. Look at him. Look at him. I can't. They're so funny. That's so funny. Look at him. Man, he got to do hundreds of these. Yeah, Fabio's ridiculous. Yeah, that's how this guy, because, like, if you're familiar with Fabio, as, like, a, Fabio Lanzoni, as the actor, he got his career started, being a model for, female romance novels, and, yeah, he's a very nice person, apparently. He's very cool, but yeah, a lot of people call him the king of romance covers because he was like, it was so intense. These books are like, they're so ridiculous. Oh my god. Like, yeah. Wow. That's just all I gotta say. It's just wow. So, props to Fabio for, like, doing what he had to do. I can't. It's so funny. Yeah, fucking Fabio. Let's see. That Ko-fi donation was a request to do some ghostwriting for a project, so I have to ask the client some questions about what's going on. I also have to go over here. I need to send them my terms of service too. But yeah, we do a lot of cool stuff on Tuesdays for writing. On Wednesdays I work on stream on comics, and then Mondays and Thursdays are typically like art school commissions, personal work, that kind of stuff. Let's see, ghostwriting. This is what I need. Get out of here. Let me grab. Hello. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, on that note, I'm gonna go and get a pasty. And, yeah, if you're interested in checking out any of my work, I do have 2 free books. If you want to just, like, vibe and look at them. The first one is King of Dust. It's 100%, or I guess 3 right now. King of Dust is free. Mirror Gaze is free. And Court of Snakes, for the time being, is also free. I host my free novels over on Wattpad. And, King of Dust was a Waddy's 2022 shortlister, so it was a finalist in the contest if you want to go check it out, if you like vampire books. And I I also am updating this free novel, The Betrayer's Blade, and then also Court of Snakes, Bitter Truth, Honey Justice is the sequel that's like slowly dropping as well. So I got like a bunch of free stuff to read because I want people to be able to enjoy my work. You can read samples, you can check out some of the poetry that I wrote, all sorts of stuff. It's over on my Wattpad. But I'm going to go ahead and go get some food. Thank you so much to everybody who hung out today. And also, Lorenzo, thanks again for that follow. I really appreciate that a lot. And again, extra special thanks to Shinko for commissioning me to do some ghostwriting for them. I really appreciate that too. So I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully, for the webcomic stream, same time-ish. And I hope that you all have a good rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.